finish off any meal, how about a sweet dessert? What do we have in store today?
We're going to make Sheera, which is a pudding made from cream of wheat. In India, we call it rava. And
We call it?
Rava.
How do you spell that?
R-A-V-A.
Rava, okay.
Rava.
Great.
Yeah. And to start off, I'm going to have these broken pieces of cashews in this pot that's already heating and roast them a bit. So, here we have the cashews, all nice and toasted. And then I'm going to set them aside and toast the rava, toast the cream of wheat.
So rava is cream of wheat?
Yes.
Okay.
And we toast this until it becomes nice and brown, light brown, golden.
And you could start to smell a little bit of the toasting.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay, while that's getting done, let's just prepare for the next thing. And for that, we're going to take this banana and chop it into little pieces, because we don't want to use sugar in this recipe, because sugar is not so great for health. So we want to sweeten it as far as possible with bananas and raisins.
For this, do you normally prefer a really ripe banana, or would any banana do?
It would be really nice to have a ripe one, just because it's much sweeter, and so we need less sugar. So let's see how this is doing. It's just beginning to go golden. So now we're going to take this out and set it aside in just a minute. And then we're going to add to this 2 cups of almond milk. And you know why we're using almond milk? Because we don't really want to use cow's milk.
So normally people would probably have used cow's milk, and this is a healthier choice.
Right.
Okay, terrific.
And if you don't have almond milk ready, you can easily make it just by soaking 10 almonds and putting them with a cup of water into the blender and making your own almond milk. Okay, so here we're going to heat this. And we'll put a few strands of saffron.
That's nice. Where would you find that? If I wanted to get that, would I get it online or in an Indian store?
I think you'd get it in an Indian store, but you could also find it in a big grocery as well. And then I'm going to add these raisins, which have been soaking in a bit of water. And these bananas. And we're going to bring all this to a boil. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes, and let me see if it's done. Yes, it is. You can have a look.
Great.
And since it's all boiling, we're going to add this cream of wheat slowly in it and mix it.
So you're gradually stirring it in?
Yes.
What kind of consistency are you looking for? Is it sort of like people would think of porridge, or?
No, it's going to be more solid than that. What would it be like? almost like a moist cake consistency.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's thickening up as,
Yeah.
as it absorbs the water.
And at this point, we can even add some cardamom powder in it. So, can turn down the stove a little bit. Okay, so this is half a teaspoon of cardamom, just to give it that flavor. So the flavoring agents here are saffron and cardamom. And then we can add our roasted cashews.
That looks great.
And then when it's done, I'm just going to taste it because the bananas and the raisins give it the sweetness. And if it's not sweet enough, we'll add some agave. Do you know what agave is?
It comes from a cactus.
Right.
That's as much as I know about agave.
And do you know why we're using it? Instead of sugar or instead of something else. If you're in India and you don't get agave, you can use jaggery. But jaggery is not as good as agave because it has a high glycemic index compared to agave.
This is jaggery.
Yes.
And this is sugar cane.
Yes, it's dried sugarcane juice. So we're almost done, Neal. Here you can see the consistency. It's almost done. If we leave it, it'll dry up a little bit more. And I'm going to taste a bit just to see how the sugar is. Okay, so we're just going to add half of this.
This is the agave?
This is the agave.
So people think of it as sort of a healthier substitute for honey or for sugar or something like that.
Right, because it has a low glycemic index, so it's really good. I mean, it's better not to use any sweetener, but since we have to use a little bit for a dessert, we're going to use agave. Okay, so now we have our Sheera ready. Okay, so here we have the whole plate with the lentils that we started off with, and then the mixed vegetable curry, and the paneer bhurji, which we made with tofu, and then we made the rice, and we made the chutney. I'm just going to put a little bit of chutney here. And we talked about the breads and the papadam, the lentil cracker, and the sheera for dessert. So have a great meal.